Hi guys, Thomas out for NeuralMarketTrends.com, and welcome to another episode of Getting Started in Data Science and Machine Learning. So today, I'm going to keep this a brief video. Today I'd like to talk to the upcoming graduates in college, whether you're getting your undergrad, your graduate, maybe even a PhD. And I'm not going to single out just the computer scientists or just the physicists who have a natural knack toward getting into data science and machine learning. I mean, after all, you are probably very good in math and statistics if you're busy writing programs. You probably already know several languages, and that's a-okay. But I also want to talk about other STEM-related fields, maybe biology, even just engineering, like civil engineering, like where I came from. All those industries, all those fields are now requiring that you are proficient in some sort of programming language. So if you're entering the STEM field, my suggestion to you is to see what languages are being taught at your university. Some of them are biased toward R, some do Python, some do Java. It really depends on where you're going. And learn that language, because at some point, if you, say, graduate with a degree in biology and you go into maybe studying horseshoe crab migration, which is something I really like actually, then you might need to use some sort of Python or some sort of computer programming language to do some analysis. You could do it by hand, but let me tell you, doing the computer is a lot easier and a lot faster, and you can crunch more data. So it is imperative that if you are in university right now that you need to learn a computer language. My suggestion is 2, if you can. Okay, because you're young, chances are you are young, and your brain can handle it better. We'll talk about people like me in older age, you know, should they learn how to use a computer, learn a computer programming language or not. We'll talk about that another time. But today, my suggestion is to do that. So, once you've done that and you're getting ready to graduate and you want to get into data science, you want to get into machine learning language, and you're faced with the standard questions, well, how much experience do you have? Well, probably 0, right? You happen to know some languages, you know some skills, but you have no experience. And you know that you're up against that standard unicorn that everybody wants, companies want. They want the person who's good at SQL, writing in 5 different languages. They want that person who's then also really good at math and statistics, and then they want that person who is, you know, a great report writer and generating graphs and visual storyteller and all that. That famous unicorn. Chances are you're not going to be good at every single thing. You're probably very good at one specific thing. So how do you build that experience? How do you set yourself apart from other people that are competing for a job or competing for a startup, right? So there's a couple ways to do that, and actually it's a little bit counterintuitive. It's not necessarily based on your skills that you learned, but it's based on a little bit of social equity that you need to create, or you need to create something. So if you're involved in biology, if you're involved in engineering or computer science, join a local club that does that. You know, there may be an association. At least in engineering, we used to have the American Society of Civil Engineers, which I had joined many years ago and worked, and I began to talk to people, and I heard about new projects and who's hiring and so forth. So if you're in biology, maybe there's a horseshoe crab consortium that you can join and find out more information and become active in that group. Don't just show up and say, hi, I'm Tom Ott and I'm here to market myself. No, you actually have to give something of yourself. You actually have to put effort and time into it. It does pay dividends, but not right away. Or you can do another thing. You could actually create something. You could go onto GitHub. You can write a program. You can contribute to packages. You can get your name out there as being a contributor. You're actually, once again, giving of yourself into the community. And sometimes that actually will parlay into many different things. Let's say you write a very good Python package on maybe drone technology or something like that that gets used a lot. Well, you know, there's a lot of startup companies that may be looking to hire that person, that guy or girl, that wrote that package, that are the experts in that specific thing. And they may overlook the fact that you may not be very good at writing PowerPoints, which you'll probably learn later on, but you know, sometimes if there's a specific need, being that person who has filled that need or who really knows about that is actually very handy. Or third, what you can also do instead of writing a package or joining a group, what you could do is actually start your own business. There's a lot of great young people out there that are creating an amazing amount of new startups. Now, all of them will not survive, but a lot of them, if they do survive or if they implode, let's just say, that's something great to put on your resume, right? So you have started a new type of blogging software that analyzes text data, as people write a blog post, and that information will be used to do some sort of sentiment analysis, which could then turn into an API, which you can then sell at some point. So if you don't like that route of joining a social group, or you don't like that route of creating a package or something like that, actually writing and coding for somebody else, then think about actually starting your own company. Because I'll tell you what, people want to hire people who have started companies, who come from a company they may have created or sold or something along that line. So that's also one way to set yourself apart. So those are the three ways: join a group, help a society by writing code or a package or something, in the open source society, open source groups, or create your own company. That's really, in what I see, is a great way to set yourself apart, so that you inadvertently become that unicorn that other people want. Because let's face it, a lot of companies say they know what they want, but they really don't know what they want. All right? So this is Thomas Ott for NeuralMarketerTrends.com, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions or thoughts, please leave me a comment here on the video page, or you can always go to my website, NeuralMarketerTrends.com. Make sure you subscribe, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.